Now we went ahead and printed the two halves of this overmold. As you can see here, we got the top section and the bottom section, and you can see how we kind of angled them just to help with printability. But the only problem that we ran into is when we tore the supports off and we went to fit the two halves together, you can see that we were having issues maintaining flat surfaces. So we were seeing some, kind of a wavy appearance, and we weren't seeing the two halves being flush fit together. And that was a mistake on my part, because I found out later, with the help of Formlabs and with the help of one or two other webinars, that when it comes to printing mold halves, you actually want to print them flat on the build plate. And so that's what this looks like right here. So here was our first iteration attempt. You can see how it's angled. Well, after Formlabs' recommendation, what we want to do is if I go over here to where we can orient our part, and I'll just select kind of our bounding box here. If I select it like this, just like that, see how it's flat on the build plate? And I'm just going to rotate this around just to something like that. See, now it's going to print much better. We're going to have flatter surfaces here, and we're going to be a lot more successful, and we'll be ready to print. So after the print job was done, we went and double checked the flatness. And so you can see we have kind of a lip there on the very bottom. That's just where in the initial layers, the laser will kind of oversaturate, overexpose the resin, and just really get a good adherence between the first couple layers in the build platform. So it kind of elephant foots out. But because of that surface not being a critical surface for this mold, it's not really a big deal. But it is a reason, one of the reasons why you want to be wary of printing directly on the build platform. But anyway, we checked the flatness of the surface. You can see right there on that table there, and everything was perfectly what we expected. And so definitely took Formlabs' advice there. And anyway, we went ahead and got prepped and ready to begin the overmolding process.